also overnight, Joe Biden pulled ahead in the state of Georgia.
Yeah, right. So when we went to bed, President Trump had a 2,000 vote lead in the state of Georgia. At this hour, right now, we know that Joe Biden is on top with 1,000 votes. Still very, very tight. There's still about 8,000 votes still to be counted there in Georgia, so it could be anyone's race. The reason why Joe Biden is on top is because the votes are coming in from places like Gwinnett County. This is outside of Atlanta, one of the suburbs. You can see the ratio here. He's up 58.3 to 40.4, but it's other counties that are even bigger for Democrats. Places like Fulton and places like Clayton. Look at this, 84% of the vote going to Joe Biden. When the votes are coming from there, that's why you see Biden taking the lead, George.
Okay, Tom, thanks very much. Let's go to Georgia now. Sivos and Sami is there. The votes have been coming in through the night. This could still take some time, though, in Georgia, Steve.
It could. We expect to hear more from the Secretary of State today. He's holding a news conference shortly where he plans to discuss some of the numbers. But, George, I just want to underline there are a lot of Georgians who are waking up this morning, both Democrats and Republicans, wondering what Georgia did they wake up in. That's how significant this lead that Joe Biden has taken is. If he is able to hold on to it, he will accomplish something in Georgia. We keep saying this over and over again, that President Barack Obama wasn't able to do twice. It is really breaking the conventional wisdom that we are seeing here. And there are people on the left who are obviously celebrating and are pointing out that people like Stacey Abrams had a lot to do with this lead. And John Lewis, part of his district in Clayton County, was responsible for a number of these votes that fell in favor of Joe Biden, as Tom just explained. About the vote itself, the Secretary of State, who I will underline is a Republican, we'll get more to that later, he points out that there are about 8,000 to 9,000 outstanding votes. We're also going to be counting military and overseas votes today. About 17,000 of those, I think, or so have already, 18,000 of those military and overseas ballots have already come in and are already counted. The Secretary of State believes that there may be about 9,000 potential more of those ballots that have to be in by the end of the day today. So that's where this lead could be adjusted and where the president possibly could gain a few more votes. The other thing I'll point out is that there is this huge effort right now. There's a new ground war that's taking place. It's on the left and the right, with both Democrats and Republicans encouraging voters who may have had issues with their absentee ballots that can be fixed to do so by the end of business today. They call those cured ballots. Those ballots could make a difference. Tom mentioned Gwinnett County. Gwinnett County finished counting most of their votes last night. They are planning to submit them today. We expect those votes to count. That is a blue county now. The Latino vote there is big. We could expect this number to shift again after Gwinnett's numbers are counted.
Steve, right now we're well within the margin for an automatic recount.
We are, and the Secretary of State is already prepared for that. He has said that a recount, and this is what he said yesterday, that a recount shouldn't change the numbers much, but he's gotten new equipment. He said it would take a week for a recount. Either candidate can order one if it stays within that margin of error. And something about the Secretary of State that I keep saying and want to say again is that, you know, for all of these allegations about Democrats stealing elections and some of this notion that the election is being stolen, that's not going to play as well in this state where Republicans control the legislature, the governor's office, and where the Secretary of State, who runs the elections here, is not only a Republican but also a supporter of the president.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.